Hi, I'm Vicky, the occupational therapist across the trust. So today's video is on fine motor skills. Fine motor skills are very important. They're essential for many activities, including handwriting, tying up shoelaces, getting dressed, typing, and just general manipulation tasks. So if we can do these at home, this is a good start for your children. So the first one we're going to do is concentrate on putty or Play-Doh. I haven't got Play-Doh, but I've got putty. And we're going to make a little character called Colin. He's going to be a caterpillar. But again, you can do any kind of creatures or animals or insects, whatever your child's into really. So first we're going to get our Play-Doh and putty, and we're going to pull tiny pieces off, probably about that size. And we're going to roll it into a ball. So you're either going to use your hands or you can use the table to make a circular movement. So we're starting off with the Play-Doh or putty, just because this is good for the warming the hands up, getting them fingers and hands stretched. So here's our ball. So I have made a few more prepared earlier. So we're going to roll these up. And what we're going to do is build Colin's body up. So here we go, we're going to pop these together. So again, we're using our pincer grip, which is good with every kind of activities in the day. And then we're going to do another one. Again, using both hands, bilateral. And we're going to roll them or roll them. And we're building his body up. One more. And the children love this anyway. They love making things, they can be creative. And there's his head. So now, a little bit left over, we're going to make some eyes. So again, pull tiny little bits off. And again, little balls for the eyes. He needs to be able to see. And then another bit. Roll it. And there's his eye. And then we can do some little antennae. So 2 little bits this time. And this time, instead of a circle like a ball, we need to do a sausage shape. So we're going to roll it using our fingers and pop that on the top. And the other one, pop that on his head too. And there we have Colin the Caterpillar. So again, the children can then make extra bits to go with Colin. They can make leaves for him to eat out of your putty. So we're going to leave him to one side now and concentrate on something else. So we're going to move on now to threading. I haven't really got any string or anything, so I'm just using household things that I've got in my house. So again, you can like incorporate anything that you've got in your home. So again, putty or Play-Doh for the base. We're going to push this down. And I've got spaghetti. Instead of string, I'm going to use spaghetti. And I'm going to pop that into, if it breaks, just use another piece or make it shorter. And the other bit in there. And then push it together, just so it's a bit more secure. So now I have Cheerios and macaroni pasta. I haven't got any other pasta in my cupboard, so macaroni is quite small, but you can get the tube pasta if you've got that. It might make it easier. So I'm going to start off with Cheerios because they're a bit bigger hole. And what we're going to do is thread it onto the pasta. So the kids will really enjoy this because it's food related as well. They can probably eat it at the same time. One for the tube, one for their mouth. Oh, just dropped one. And then on they go, like so. So again, they're using their pincer grip. And this is good for their hand-eye coordination as well. And they're having to think about what they're doing. So I won't do all of them. I'm going to move on to the pasta. So again, this is the macaroni. So again, we're feeding it. So this time I'm going to have to hold the pasta because it's quite a small hole to feed through. And then we're going to do the same here. And with children, they love things like this. And then if you want to, you can colour the pasta and the Cheerios. You can use coloured dye, like food colouring. And then you can change it up as well. You can do a bit of both. And if you have got string, you can make necklaces, bracelets, anything really. And again, pencil grips being used. And there we go. And if they want to, they can eat them. So, we're moving on. Next task. We're doing some posting. So, I have a money box. Again, I rummaged in my son's room trying to get something. And lots of pennies. Again, if you haven't got pennies or not much money, you can use paper clips, anything that can fit in the slot of the money box. So what we're doing is using the pencil grip again. Hand-eye coordination. So we're bringing up a penny and popping it into the hole. Again, they need to look what they're doing. Holding it tight so they don't drop the pennies. And what we're going to do is just paste them in. And again, you can make it a little bit harder. You can pick a few up in the other hand, and they're going to put 2 or 3 at once. So they're going to have to use a different grip. They're using their middle finger as well. This is very good for their hand-eye coordination. And let's pop them in. And all children love money. You can incorporate maths as well. You can count how many pennies you're putting in there. And then how many pennies they're going to take out from the bottom. So moving on. So the next one is pegs. You're probably wondering why I've got a colander. But it's just trying to put something you can peg them to. You can use a tea towel and go all the way around the edges of a tea towel, but I'm going to use a colander. I'm going to make a flower. So we've got the pegs again. We're using the pencil grip. Some children might use a cylinder grip, which is fine. They can still do that, but then we need to develop into the pencil grip. So we're going to pop them onto my colander, and then they can make anything they want. If they've got something small, they can make like a hedgehog because it's spiky, and they can keep adding to it as well. They can use their non-dominant hand. They can do both at the same time using alternative hands. And again, they can be creative, which kids love to do. And then one more. And there's my flower. And then again, if they want to, they can just keep adding. They can make it as big as they want. Like so. I'm using my other hand. So again, whatever you can find in your home that you think your children might like to do, and just be creative. They can actually make their own games up. And talking of games, another game which is really good for fine motor skills is the game Connect 4. That is just posting the coins in the game, and that can be fun as well. So there's my flower. So thanks for watching, and I hope that's a little bit helpful and a bit more fun for them to do at home, and I'll catch you later. Bye.